Standing here with a legend in gecko breeding, Ron Tremper, the only man I know that has a gecko named after him.
Well, thank you very much. It's been great. You know, we're all in this together. But I started in 1978.
It's crazy, right? Can you believe how many years that's been?
I know. 38 generations of captive bred leopard geckos now.
Unbelievable.
Some of the bloodlines are unbroken, and created a lot of different morphs, and it's really spread worldwide. The interest has spread to Asia a lot.
Talk to me, when people say a Tremper gecko, show me what would be classically yours that people would identify, hey, that's Ron's.
Well, the Tremper is really a Tremper Albino, and this is a variation in that. It's got some different genetics, but now there's
two. Take that out so we can see it?
Sure, and there's two other albino lines, one called the Rainwater Albino and one the Bell Albino. And when you breed those together, you just get normal leopard geckos.
So they're all separate and distinct.
They're distinct lines, and so we've taken the Tremper Albino, which debuted here at in 1999.
Unbelievable.
At the Breeders Expo, and put in different characteristics. So the pastel Tremper Albino, or you can.
Can we look at him? Can we take him out?
Sure. This guy's got some nice, what they call eclipse eyes. Which in the albino is instead of being black, is all red, and nice guy.
First of all, how did you find this line of gecko?
It was just serendipity that a couple of wild imported leopard geckos came in from Pakistan, and one albino hatched and a normal for a kid down in L.A.
Oh my God!
And
lottery ticket.
Yes, and I tried to help him. I was living in Fresno at the time, and helped him a lot, and he just couldn't pull it off.
Couldn't get him to breed?
Couldn't get the female to breed. I acquired the female and her brother from him, which was a normal. And
to a guy who breeds geckos, getting an albino that never existed before, what is that like for you? Was that like Christmas for you?
It was huge. It was really huge. I still have a big passion for what I do. It was just great.
Were you like a little kid though?
Yeah,
yes, I got the albino.
And then it all kind of dissipated. Within a month, the female died.
She died.
She died, and this then left the whole weight of history on the arms of her brother, the male. He had a 66% chance of being.
You didn't even know if he was going to be albino.
No, so I bred him, and I created,
hats,
all the hats, all of that, and
not knowing if they had anything in them.
No, and then bred back, to 40 females of the hats, and so out of 1,200 young eggs, it was going to be 1 in 8. That could have been an albino, and the very first egg from the project was an albino.
So someone was watching over you up there.
That's right. I just collapsed to my knees holding the hatching container, and we got the exact ratio. 1 out of 8, 1,200 eggs was. We actually got 152 albinos.
Unbelievable.
I didn't tell anybody. I grew them up to 6 inches like this,
and told people,
and then brought them to the expo.
People freak out?
Oh, total freak out. Yeah.
What did those original ones sell for?
They were $1,000 each, and the next week after I was at the expo, someone was in Japan, said the Japanese that bought my geckos were selling the first albinos in Tokyo for $5,000 each.
So you lost.
No, I didn't lose. But anyway, it's been great, and it's just been.
What's the latest project? What's the latest and greatest in geckos right now?
Well, we've been doing a lot with the new pastel gene. It's one that's a color enhancer that's predictable. It used to be the Enigma gene was something that threw interesting color, but you never could predict or duplicate the result. The pastel gene just kind of bumps up. It's like it's removed a thin layer of dirt off the leopard geckos, and it just causes the colors to pop. So we've put the pastel gene into a lot of different morphs. And one of the other new things I'm doing is I'm famous for my bandit line of leopard geckos.
The color palette is just amazing, Ron.
Well, thank you. And this is the only morph that keeps the
Wow.
deep rich black color as adults. This black edging just stays rich and even stays
It
more
almost looks
black.
purple, it looks like.
Yeah, and you get the lavender too. And then it turns out that this, through an albino, this concentration of black concentrates the albino pigment, and so you get a unique, I call it a cinnamon albino. It's not a new albino, it's a Tremper albino, but it's only linked to the bandit genetic, to my bandit line. And I've hatched normal Tremper albinos that just, look like that, and this out of the same.
What does something like this
eggs.
cost?
Well, this is a normal bandit. This sold for $300.
Very reasonable, and they're beautiful.
Yes, and this got a lot going on. It's also had eclipse, possible had eclipse. So here you have a super giant pastel cinnamon had eclipse.
Unbelievable.
Gecko that's got
Why
a lot
the
of
giant? What's the giant in there?
The super giant is a gene I found. It's a co-dominant gene, and so when you breed a super giant to a normal, you get 100% giants, an intermediate size.
Gotcha.
So it's a.
Do they actually grow bigger? Is that why they call giants?
That's right. These get over 100 grams. The super giants.
This might be one of the first genes in reptiles where we actually see something different than color and pattern changes.
Yeah, we're getting size and color.
That is a pretty big
color.
gecko.
Yeah, it's a nice one. And I've put in all these different rare traits, the new pastel gene plus the cinnamon bandit. So we've got a lot going on in this one animal that's just a year old.
I love that there's something different in genetics other than just color and pattern. You're doing it all, Ron. Keep up the great work. I hope you go another 50 years.
Thank you, sir.